he wasn't wearing any shoes. He wasn't wearing any shoes. He took off his flip-flops. Those officers I know had shoes on. Professor David here, I got another video. Hey! Pay attention. This video is important because you're gonna watch a video that shows it's two law enforcement officers. One man, when someone don't want to be taken into custody, it's not easy. It's hard. It's very hard. Both of these officers wind up getting injured. They both survived, but they wound up both getting shot. Watch how hard it is to control one man in rage.
Cops are searching this guy's car. He is over on the right-hand side here, and then watch, the one cop's gonna go, yep, I got him. And when he does, our perp is gonna decide, heck no, man, I'm running. Well, they're gonna get him on the ground here, 2-on-1. They're gonna kick his legs out from underneath him right there, but he's gonna get back up. And when he does, watch his right hand. He's gonna go over the top of the officers and get the gun of the first officer out of its holster. As they take him down, he's going to shoot that officer in the face and then turn around and shoot the second officer once in the leg and once in the abdomen. Now, our second officer, you see him grab a hold of that arm, and he is going to do his best to try to keep that arm and keep that gun away from him, turn around and go to get that gun. Even though he has his own gun on his person, can't really get to it at this point. Dude is eventually going to get the gun back away from him, but thankfully it was fouled, and he runs off.
Okay, you've seen the video. Now, I'm going to break that video down so you can see it. What could have happened? What could the officer have done? Why training matters? Why it's important for you to have street self-defense knowledge. Not fighting knowledge, self-defense knowledge. Second I saw that video, bam! I hope you've seen it too. I know you did it. Two major things. Number one, the high-low concept. One of them officers should have went high, and the other one should have went low. When he tried to sweep him out, he had no control of the lower limb. He just tried to sweep him out, and the sweep wasn't effective. But he should have took control of the lower limb. While one was high, before they even got into the struggle with the gun, while one guy was high, the guy who was on the outside, and he swept the guy, but the guy didn't go down. He went halfway down, and he was still struggling. When his partner had his arm, before he went to the gun, when he was in this position, instead of throwing his sweep like this, he could have just dropped down and went like this, and took him down. And now they both could have pounced on top of him, and both could have wrestled with him and do what they needed to do. See, this is why it's important, guys, to have skills. You don't have to be a master grappler. And it's funny because a lot of the law enforcement officers, they have been taught grappling. They have grappling sessions, they're grappling courses. I know this for a fact because I have a lot of my officers, and they had sessions that they had to train in grappling. So that's basic knowledge. And they don't have to be a master in it, but it's the high and low concept. You got one guy pulling on one arm, and it's not good enough to just try to sweep. Take control of a limb. Take one guy pulling up, take control of a limb. Take control of a limb. One guy's holding the arm, the other guy holding the leg. If you got a guy out of control. And like I said before, you don't have to be no high-level grappler to understand the high-low concept on that. It works. That's why it's important to have a little bit of everything. No knowledge about everything. Get the foundation of everything. Because you don't need a whole lot of knowledge. The basics work. The very basics work. Now, what happened as far as the gun is concerned? When it got to the gun point, the partner was like this. The guy's hand was behind him like this. And he had his firearm on this side. The guy struggled with him, got his hand over his head, and reached for his firearm. That's how he pulled it out. And then he turned and shot the other officer in the face and then went to wrestle with this guy, as you've seen in the video. But let me show you something. We're using Bob right now. So Bob is, we'll call Bob officer number 1. Officer number 1 is the one that got the gun taken from him. So now, Kenny's head was on this side. The officer's face was like this, the arm was like this. He reached over the officer's arm to get to the weapon. So now, officer number 2 had both hands on this guy's arm. Now herein lies the problem. If you have self-defense knowledge and self-defense skills, and you understand practical good self-defense, you hear me talking the 10 commandments of self-defense is in all of my training. High-low concept, motion causes motion, controlling the focus, vision, breathing, balance. You hear me talk about this all the time. Interrupt the vision, interrupt the breathing, interrupt the balance. Head controls the body. So instead of the officer having the 2 hands and struggling with the guy, see right here, as you notice, we freezed it. So you can clearly show both of his arms are like this. The arm was extended actually like this. And he had both arms like this on the guy's arms, trying to control his arms. Now, the other officer, he thought had control of his other arm, but he didn't. That's when the guy reached over and grabbed the weapon. He's seen that. Now, if he understood self-defense once again, and if he understood vision, breathing, balance once again, here you go. Reach over, slide up, interrupt the vision. And even if he pulled the gun out of the holster, second I did this, the weapon would have came up. He would have not got a chance to aim the weapon and shoot him in the face because I wouldn't have been here, Kenny, right? From here, he turned the gun, pulled it out, and turned it to his face and shot him in the face while he was trying to get behind him or trying to get in front of him. But if you would have understood this, reach and pull, this, right here, vision, man is going down. The gun is no use to him. He will go down, control the weapon hand, and from here, whatever technique they needed to use, I had put the knee on the neck, stomp on him, crank the arm out, get the weapon out of the hand. That's one way. 2, when he reached over, once again, interrupt the vision. Now, if he pulled that weapon out, and once he did this, and if you want to grab for the weapon, hold it, Kenny. Can't. Step away. Boom. He could disarm him incredibly easy because the man would have been worried about the pain to the vision. Understand something. This man is fighting with 2 officers trying to get, he got his gun, trying to get the gun so he could shoot both officers. Both officers right here. This, fingers, boom, right here. That thought would have got knocked right out of his head. Right out of his head. Now I'm going to show you one. This is martial arts stuff now. Now, while he was struggling, if you notice, at one point he was inside like this, and then he went to the outside where he could have slid up. When he was inside, before he reached for the gun, he'd take his hands, and if you notice, we freezed it again. We showed you, because he had a watch on. You clearly see his hand like this. The watch is right here. But because he did not understand self-defense, these 2 fingers, take these 2 fingers, do not take my word for it. Try it. Try it. Take these 2 fingers, put it on the side of the neck, on the side of his neck. Do not pull towards you. Kenny, lift your head up, please. Do not try to, I want to push down, push down. Lift up, Kenny, lift up, lift up. Lift your head up. He can lift his head up. So what am I doing? What the hell are you talking about these two fingers? Take these two fingers and squeeze it. Turn it towards you. Two fingers. Kenny, lift your head up.
Can't do it. Cannot do it.
So now, how does that work? So once again, I'm in the front of him. My hand is here. So instead of me struggling, turn the two fingers in. Right when I did this, the two fingers came in, shin to groin is a technique that I have. Shin to groin is one of our next 5 moves. Now I'm doing it easily on Kenny because I don't want to hurt him. But once you turn that head in and you see that dip, shake. Man is fully extended to the ground. Then turn it around, lock him in, pain compliance. Put your hand behind your back. His hand was already there. So don't tell me that the technique couldn't have been done. His hand was here, except he didn't know what to do with the hand other than just hold and try to grab and try to fight with this guy. But if you knew to just turn it in, can he fight? Resist.
Going down. Going down.
You're going down. Simple move. This is why law enforcement officers need to train in self-defense. And I don't know if every school know that particular move that I just showed. And if they don't know it, that's why you need to get with us. And that's why you need to watch our information, because I'm giving you the techniques inside the techniques so you understand what to do. So I hope this video was helpful. Please share the video, because the information in this video is life-saving and is priceless. So please share it, pass it around, and don't forget to do what Kenny always tells you to do. He's going to tell you again.
Guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe. This right here, guys, is priceless. You can't get this information anywhere else, guys. So please make sure that you share in the video, like Professor said, with as many people as you know. Please, right now. And I want you to hit that subscribe button, guys, and turn on your notification bell. And for all you law enforcement officers out there, please stay safe out there. Any extra training that you need, make sure that you go get it, so that you make sure that you get home at night. We'll see you in the next video.